Obsidian just dropped a ton of information during the latest Casually Grounded livestream, including the official reveal of the brand new buggy, a closer look at one of the entirely new biomes, major gameplay reworks, custom game options, and even some hints at what's still to come. So let's go over everything you need to know. We're starting with some adorable news. If you've been collecting official Grounded merch, Obsidian announced some brand new plushies coming soon. The harmless and helpful aphid, the red ant buggy, and even the wolf spider. And yes, the wolf spider also has the danger dumpling version, which might honestly be the cutest, terrifying thing that they've ever made. Next up was easily one of the biggest reveals. Meet the toe biter buggy. It isn't just another mount. It actually starts off as a tier 3 buggy, and according to developers, it'll be one of the hardest companions to unlock. They also dropped a pretty big hint about earning it. When it comes to securing an egg, remember that while you can't haul things below water, you can haul things above water. What this means in this case, we might just have to wait and see. So with that in mind, start thinking about what might come into play. The toe biter buggy has multiple different kinds of attacks, including a spinning attack. Landing a third hit in a 3-hit combo inflicts both chill and venom. Interestingly, despite looking like it should deal chopping damage similar to the ants, the developers hinted that it actually uses a completely different damage type, which to me sounds like we may be getting an entirely new damage category. They also confirmed that it does all of these same attacks underwater. They described the on-land movement of this buggy as feeling almost like driving an ATV. It drifts and looks incredibly fun to ride, and the underwater movement is so smooth. Despite the pond receiving most of the hype, the gnarly bark is the biome that I am most excited for. The developers described the gnarly bark as almost being the opposite of the pond, meaning that instead of descending deeper and deeper underwater, you're climbing through the insides and ascending to the highest point in the game. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't be looking out below. While traversing the perimeter of the tree, a few pits could be spotted that the developers themselves stated would lead to some underground cave systems. And speaking of the perimeter, it was mentioned that various sections of the tree paints a picture of the world before the evacuation of the park. You'll discover little scenes left behind, with various toys being left behind by kids and other items being dropped during the chaos. If you've enjoyed Grounded's environmental storytelling so far, this sounds like it's going to be packed with it. But don't let the scenery fool you. This place is dangerous. As you first enter, it almost acts like a crossroads where creatures from multiple parts of the map overlap. It's only as you adventure deeper that the brand new threats begin appearing more frequently. One of said creatures is the striped bark scorpion, which comes with its own unique tail attack. The developers mentioned that whenever they create other variants of existing creatures, they always try to introduce new mechanics rather than simply making them stronger. Going back to the items left behind for us to discover, they also revealed that collectible caps, basically inspired by the classic 90s pogs, were going to be around the map. Collecting them unlocks an entirely new mutation that levels up as you find more, so exploration is getting even more rewarding. What could this mutation be? Well, they were pretty secretive about that and stated they wanted to save that reveal for the official update release. There are some things that have been reworked for the new update that vastly improve the game even as it stands now. Web bridges are now easier to traverse, but only in the sense that you move quicker on them. A new mechanic is being introduced that when you step on a web bridge, there is a chance that spiders will spawn on the bridge with you. What type and how many is randomly determined and different depending on the bridge. Orc waves are also now being reworked, and I for one love the new concept. Basically, rather than being set on an invisible timer and triggering when the timer runs out, there will be certain actions that you can take in the world that will cause the mysterious stranger to send waves after you. Avoiding these actions will cause her to leave you alone. This makes gameplay feel even more intentional and like you're having an actual impact on the story and the park around you. In the same vein, mixers will be repairable and repeatable. This means that orc bugs in the region will also return once the mixer is repaired and will disappear again once again defeated. There will be a new fast travel system available with the PTSs around the map. The pneumatic tube system will now be able to unlock with raw science. Unlocking these tubes will allow you to travel between any of them that are unlocked, and not only that, you can also see which ones still need to be accessed and even how much they're going to cost. Concerned about how much raw science it's going to take? To this, the devs had to say not to worry, as the raw science economy is also being rescaled, now with the new repeatable orc waves and with even some more methods to cause them to be more frequent if you wish. You will find that the struggle of obtaining raw science will be a thing of the past. In addition to all this, custom games will be arriving to Grounded 2, with details such as health scaling, buggy death, fall damage, hunger and thirst scaling, backpack drops, and a whole lot more. A few final things that were mentioned: there will be better resource balancing throughout the park with this new update, making restarting the game now better than ever and even highly advised. Alongside this, voice lines are now more fleshed out so that previously silent lines we had to read on the screen now have voices of the ever-talented actors to accompany them. Snake scales on Sarah herself have been rebalanced, and there will even be a new way to obtain snake scales, though they will still require some work to get. And finally, just as a reminder, achievements, trophies, and even the full storyline will be held off until the complete 1.0 release of the game. This is simply because the game gets worked and reworked with each update. Adding the additional layer of having to tweak achievements on that would just add an additional challenge that would make even more work for the creators. Overall, I think this is shaping up to be one of Grounded 2's biggest and greatest updates yet. Personally, I'm most excited about exploring the gnarly bark and seeing how the new orc heatwave system changes the flow of the game, but I'd love to know what you're looking forward to most. If I missed anything from the stream that you caught, let everyone know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for all things Grounded 2. Thanks for watching, and as always, follow me for more Grounded 2 tips, tricks, and updates.